This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so we are going to see that how we can go for use that context filter in the visualization and how it will be work. Okay, so whereas I selected particular category, if I go for selected technology, from the technology I want to see the top three subcategories: phones, missions, accessories. Okay, when I selected office supplies, I want to see that top three subcategories from office supplies: storages, binders, appliances. Okay, if I selected furniture, I want to see that top three subcategories from the furniture: chairs, tables, and bookcases. Okay, these are the top three subcategories in the particular category. Okay, that's the requirement. At the same time, if I selected furniture and office supplies, if I selected furniture and office supplies, from these two subcategories, from these two categories, which are the top three? Which are the top three? Okay, so you can check that 3,28,000 is the highest value in the both the categories. So this is the top one. Which is the top two? So top is storage is 2,28,000. So this is the second one, top second one. And whereas 2,06,000, this is the third one, table series third one. These three records I want to get display that. From the furniture and office supplies, I want to see the top three subcategories. Okay, when I have the multiple, when I go for select the three, it's a furniture, office supply, technologies. From these three categories, I want to see the top three subcategories. So 3,28,000 is the one, and 330 is the second one, and 2023 is the third one. Okay, these three values I want to get it. These three values I want to get it. So how we can achieve this requirement? How can we achieve this requirement? For time being, I am removing this row one. So actually we have the category as a filter. At the same time, what is our requirement? I want to get the top three subcategories, right? So how we can get the top three if function? Go for subcategory and click on filter.
No.
Top by field, I can mention that it's a three here. I
Yes.
can get the top three, apply. Okay. So now you can see that the first one, top three from all we are getting phone, change, storages. Okay, we are getting exactly correct one. When I go for select the all categories, furniture, office supplies, technologies, three I selected. So when I selected three, I am getting home, change, storages. Okay, exactly correct values we are getting. This is the exact results. Suppose if I go for uncheck this office supplies and technologies. If I uncheck this office supplies and technologies, what is the value we are getting? So from the furniture, only change 3,28,000. Right? What is our requirement actually? I want to get the uh, top three from the furniture. Top three from the furniture. We need to get the top three from the furniture. So, are you clear with the requirement?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, how we can get is we need to make a category as a context filter. We need to make a category as a context filter. Okay. So, when you go for say that category, right, more options you can go for add to context. There is option called as add to context. Okay, add to context. So what we are saying that in the order of filter execution, category once the context filter execute first, right? Context filter will execute first. So we are saying that category furniture was a context. So what happens is Tableau will get that all the categories data and it will filter with the furniture in the context. Okay, what are the filter we are executing later? We have one more filter is subcategory top three, right? We have one more filter, top three subcategories, right? That filter can go for it as uh, context. Okay, so let me explain you this way. I'm going to export this. I'm going to export this category, subcategory, and sales as well. Yeah, try to understand. I'm explaining very clearly. Try to understand. Okay? Don't get confused. So we have the category and subcategory as well. These subcategories. Okay, let me do one more time. I can download it. Take it out the solution. Just click on it. Export photos. Yeah. So we have the data like this in database. We have the data like this in database. Okay, so we have it furniture related subcategories and office supplies related subcategories, technology related subcategories. So when I go for a category as a context filter, okay, category as a context filter, what happens is Tableau will create a temporary space for the context filter. Tableau will create a temporary space for the context filter. When you define that context filter, Tableau will create some temporary space and it will load the data. Okay, it will load the data. So when you say that category as a context filter, so all categories can be here. All categories can be loaded into here. All categories can be loaded into temporary space. All categories can be loaded into temporary space. Okay. So next, when you go for select that particular category from show filter, right? So that particular category can be highlighted from the context furniture we have it. Okay, at the same time this subcategory also we have the subcategory as well, right? We have the subcategory as well. So take it that into, okay, so we have the subcategory as well here. So when you go for show filter, when you select a particular category from the show filter, we selected furniture. Okay, so the furniture can be hit the temporary space. The furniture can hit the temporary space. So this is the furniture you selected because we mentioned that category as a context filter. So the furniture directly don't hit the database, it will hit the temporary space. Next we have the top three subcategories from the particular category. So the filter which we are applying top three, that is also can get hit the temporary space. Okay, that is also will get the hit the temporary space. So first filter furniture we selected, and second filter satisfying that. So first condition should be the furniture, and second condition top three from that particular furniture. So we can get the top three subcategories from the furniture only. It doesn't go for the all other categories. It doesn't go to the all other categories. So that's why we get that when you mention that furniture is a context, automatically Tableau will give us top three from this particular furniture category. If we select office supplies, from the office supplies you can get the top three subcategories. When you select the technology, from the technology top three you can get. Suppose if you selected all three, from these all three categories, which are the top performers, those top three we can get it out. Okay, that is the process behind that context filter. When you define the category as a context filter, Tableau will create a temporary space and it will load the data into it. 1 second. sorry, guys. Yeah, so have you got this? So when you go for say that category as a context filter, Tableau will create a temporary space and it will load the data into it. And what are the filters which we can go for define later? Those can be get the temporary space. We can get the related data into the visualization. Okay, that's why we are getting results here perfectly. When I make a category as a context filter, when I select furniture related top three subcategories we get it. And when I go for select that office supplies related top three subcategories we can get it. If you select the technology related top three subcategories we can get it here. Okay, if you select multiple categories, from this multiple also you can get only top three. From this multiple also you can get top three. Phone, storages, binders. Okay, these are the top three subcategories from these two categories: office supplies and technologies. And furniture also, you can select the furniture also, you can get it top three. Okay, that is the advantage of the context filter. That's the advantage of the context filter. So scenario, they will ask you that. So clear this. So I have a state, suppose country states or region states. You can see that. You can go for take that region state. Clear this state. Drag the region into rows and states related to the different regions. I want to go for region as a show filter. Okay. So I want to get the top 10 states or top 5 states, whatever you want to belong to the particular region. Okay. So then go for filter on it. Top 5 states. I want to get the top 5 states belongs to the each region. So here you need to select based on how you are calculating the sales. You need to define it. Apply. Okay. So now based on what are the selection we do on that region, which are the top 5 we need to be getting. So how many we are getting here? So let's check that what we exactly given in the filter top 5, right? Okay. So how many we are getting? Only Texas. Only Texas we are getting. Let's see that when I go for make it as a region as a context filter. Add to context. Can we see the top 5 from the central region? Top 5 from the central region we are getting or not? So these are the top 5 from the central region, and they can
Yes.
go for select each region. What are the top 5, and what are the top 5 from the south region? So they will ask you scenario like this. I want to get from the particular region top 5. I want to get it. How we can get that? Can you please give me a side? Okay. So in that case, you can use that this option. In that case, you can go for say that region. I can make it as a context filter. Region I can make it as a context filter, and state I can go for apply the top 5. We can get that result. Okay. This is the one scenario where we can go for that. Okay, there is one more scenario that I want to see that. Suppose we have it region. Sorry. And state you can drag it. And state you can drag it. And sales as well. And sales as well. So they will ask you this way. So region, central region, I want to see that top 4 from this. Okay, top 4 from this, from the east region top 4, from the south region top 4, and from the west region top 4 I wanted. So when region field is in the visualization, in the earlier scenario we don't put a region into here. Okay, in the rows we don't take it as a region. If If you take the region, it will be different case again. If you take the region, it's a different scenario again. Okay, if you take the region, in this case also you don't get that top 5 from the each one. We don't get it. Central from Texas, not from the top 5. We are not getting here. When we take the region into the rows. Okay, when you don't take the region.
Can you please let it be 1 second. Reason, let the reason be there. So I just want to check if we select any east or south here. Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay,
Okay, it's sorting well.
overall top 5 we can get it here. Overall top 5 from the all regions we can get it. Okay, overall top 5 we can get it from the all the regions. But what is my requirement from the each region? When I select all, when I select even all, I want to get it central from 5, east from 5, west from 5, and south from 5. All the based on all the regions, each region can have the top 5. Each region should show the top 5. This is the one case where we can go for get the top 5 from the all the regions. Okay,
Yes, I got the scenario. And I was thinking that since we apply the context on filter, it will not support whichever is there in row. So it is supporting. Yeah, that's what I want to check.
yeah, this is top 5 subcategories from all the categories. Okay, I want to get the different scenario that each category. So if suppose if we selected only one category, top 5 you can get it. So when you go for select the east region, the top 5 is sharing from the both. Okay, which are performing good from the two regions, those top 5 we are getting. But in the another scenario, this is one scenario we want to get it, we can get it. So another scenario I wanted top 5 from central, top 5 from east. Okay, top 5 from central I wanted, top 5 from east also I wanted. From this case, how we can get that?
Okay.
Okay, how we can get that? So for that, we need to do some table calculations. We need to do some table calculations. Okay, so how we can get that is you can go for drag the sum of sales. Again, drag the sum of sales here 2 times. Okay, otherwise duplicate this field. Okay, so make it as sales copy, drag it here. Okay, and put it on text table. We have the both the values are same. For the second sum of sales, go for more options and quick table calculation. Make it as a rank function. Make it as a rank function. Okay, the rank can be calculated based on what? Based on region, right? I want to calculate the ranks based on region, each region wise. Central region, I want to get it 1 to how many records are there? East region 1 to. I want to divide that rank based on my region. So then you can go for the sum of sales where you apply the rank function, edit table calculation, okay. The rank can we go for specify that specific dimension and uncheck that state, uncheck that region and select only state, okay. Specific dimension, I am taking that specific dimension. And rank type you can select it, 4 different types of ranks we can calculate it: computation, modified computation, dense ranking, unique ranking. These are the 4 different types of rank functions we have it. Anyone, if you want to go for dense, you can select the dense rank as well. Okay, so rank, dense rank, and specific dimension. Based on specific dimension, I want to be calculated, close it. So now you can see that my data can be, let's sort this data. Now you can see that in the central region 1 2 3 4 5 6 13. Okay, so again east, from the east as well 1 2 3 4 30 14 we have the rank. So the rank was calculated based on this particular region level, from this particular region level. Got my point? You can select it region level the ranks. Right or not?
Yes,
Okay,
I got it. So we are
so now
dividing it.
what is our requirement? Top 5 we want to get that. So if you select this rank top 5 from the filters, we can get the top 5. Okay, simple. Press the control button and drag the sum of sales rank calculation into filter shell. Okay, select that how many ranks you wanted to take it. Okay, apply. Okay. So now you can see that all from each region wise you can get the top 5. Each region wise top 5 sub states you can get it based on the sales. So this is the one another scenario where you want to go. It's like it's interview question. They will ask you that. So how we can get it top 5 from the particular region. Top 5 from the particular region. Okay. This is the way we can achieve this requirement. So anyhow, we can discuss that and again once we completed that table calculations. Nothing to worry. So these two scenarios we have it, getting the top 5 subcategories from the each region wise, top 5 from each region at any case. Okay, we can get the top 5 states from each region. Okay, this is also a scenario we'll ask you later. Okay, for that what I did is I took that sum of sales is second time to calculate the rank. So otherwise directly you can use the rank function. Analysis, create, calculated, fit. Okay, rank calculation anyhow we have it. Okay, rank, which rank function you want to go for, use that, select that rank function, ranks dense ranking, and expression you want to write it, sum of sales. The rank you can say that sum of sales. Okay, so you want to mention that sales order in descending order or ascending, you can simply specify that the rank order. Okay, single
Is
position.
designing ascending mandate or no, we can leave like?
It's not mandate by default. If you want to mention, it's not mandate. Okay, apply. Okay, so you can drag this into here. The rank is getting here. Okay, so make it this rank. Again, edit table calculation. Specific dimension you need to mention that based on state. See that now? We're getting same values here. Any one of either you can do it from here or rank calculation you can apply it. We can get the top. So just you can drag this rank 1 into the filter shell directly. You can go for drag this, press control and drop it here. You can filter on the rank. Okay, this is already there, that's why it's not showing. So if you have the data like this, press control, rank, drag and drop into filter shell. We have this. So which set of data, it's like which ranks you want to select it, you can select it from what rank to what rank. So I want to go for rank 6 to rank 9 or 10, you can select it. Okay, apply. Okay, we can do it. Clear this? Any questions?
Clear, ma'am. So, Boro, here we are not using context filter, right? Directly we are using a copy of sales 2 times and we are filtering the rank. That's all, right?
Yeah. Here we don't require the context filter. Okay, this is a different case. This is a different scenario, right? So here we don't require the okay.
And unique is nothing but row number.
Rank we are calculating based on the sales. We start row number, rank based on the sales.
No, here I got it. When you calculated that, we changed the calculation part in there, like edit calculation.
Yeah, so see, again I'm showing that simple language. Okay, we have that the region and state.
Yeah, the previous calculation I want, not rank.
Rank only, right? You're talking about?
Rank we did two, right? One is like we are doing it manually, edit and we selected
Yeah.
as rank.
this is also same. What I did is I created duplicate of the sales. Okay, so just I drag the sales into the text again. So make it as a same. So this is actually sales values. Just I am changing this value to the ranks. Okay, if it is this is the highest value, then I am converting into the rank. 1,70,000, 118 is the highest value. I am converting this into rank, first rank, 2, 3, 4. Like I am values I am converting into the rank. So how it would be simple, you can go for here, make fit table calculation. If you specify that rank, the values can be replaced with their ranks. Values can be replaced with their ranks. So can you see that we have this? So now the rank is calculated for entire table for all the regions. The rank is calculated for all the regions. Okay, for entire table. That's why we have it rank 45, 49, and 46, 49. So, but basically we want the rank for each region wise. Each region wise. That's why I'm going to change that. Okay, edit table calculation. Edit table calculation. The rank specific dimension level. Okay, the rank specific dimension level, that's I'm selecting ranking on states. Ranking on
Yes, I
states.
got it. Here, I was asking that competition is there, right? An option competition.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. Below that we have yeah, unique అని ఒకటి ఉంది. So in SQL it is like row number, right? That's what.
Yeah, unique is nothing but a row number in SQL, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thanks.
Okay, these are different types of rank functions which we have. Anyhow, we come to table calculation, we discuss this. Okay, we
Okay.
discuss it. Okay, this is the way we can get the ranks. So once you calculate it, just filter it out how many from which rank to which rank you want to get displayed. Okay, that's we can use it to calculate. Right, this is the way we can go for do that. And context filter is clear how we can make it the context, and we can go for build the visualization. Can we context on multiple dimension fields? Yes, we can apply the context filter on multiple dimensions as well. We can apply the context filter on multiple dimensions as well. Okay, clear. Not only if we have one more dimension here, state, and I have a with manufacturer as well. Suppose I have a manufacturer as well. Okay, I want to get the top manufacturers in the particular state. Then we can make state also as a context filter. Add to context. Okay, we can make it state as also context filter. We can apply that top manufacturers here again. Okay, so based on the requirement, we can go for add the context filters on multiple fields. Okay, top 5 manufacturers we can get it. Top 5 manufacturers we can get it. So here my region is context filter, state also is a context filter. Okay, region is my context filter and state also is a context filter. So you can see that in the Texas, what are the top 5 manufacturers? We can get the top 5 manufacturers here. Okay, multiple dimensions can be made as a context filter in the visualization. Right. So let's move on to that. What are the different types of Lvd functions and where we can go for use the Lvd calculations. What is mean by Lvd?
Line of detail.
Level of details.
Yeah. So LOD stands for level of detail. So line of card, you should remember that. Okay.
Level I missed.
Okay, definition should be remembered. So level of detail, we can say that. So we have 3 types of LOD functions. Okay, one is fixed LOD function. Second one is include. and third one is exclude. Third one is exclude. Okay, fixed, include, exclude. So these are the three types of LOD functions. What is this LOD actually? Okay, what is this LOD? Level of details means what? So we have our data at. So can you go for data source level? The data is available in granularity of data would be. So each order ID is there. Okay, order ID, each order ID. Excuse me. Each order ID wise sales, you can see that order ID wise sales and quantity of sales is happened each order ID wise and product wise. The data detail level is product and order ID, right? Each product wise we have one record. So each product wise we have one record. That's each order can have the record. So that's we can call it as a data granularity level, detail level. Okay. So whereas I want to get my data fixed into the particular DIN level, I want to be calculated and use it for the calculation. That's we can go for use the level of detail. So let me show you here example. So just take the sum of sales. So I take the sum of sales. This is the total sales value of the all the products, right? This is the total sales value of the all the products, right? So when I go for take any dimension, the total sales value can be shared by the different categories. You mean to the filtering that furniture sales how much, office supply sales how much, technology sales is how much, right? The total sales values can be aggregated by the particular dimension which we selected. If we select the category wise sales is aggregated, right? If I take the category out, if I drag the segment, let's see that the total sales value shared by the three segments: consumers, corporate, home offices. Okay, home offices. Clear that? Is it clear? So it is like based on the dimension field you drag it, the data can be aggregating to particular dimension level. The data can be aggregating to particular dimension level. What are the dimension you take it? The total sales value is summing into that particular dimension level. But here I don't want to do that. Control change. So I don't want to do that. I want to keep the data as it is same. 2022, 22, 97, 201. I want to make it as a fix. I don't want to change this data. I don't want to change the data. How it is? How can we do that?
By using fixed LOD.
So based on the measure which we have in sum of sales, what are the dimension field you can select it? Based on that, the data can be split. Right? Furniture wise, I am getting, office supplies wise, I am getting, technology wise, I am getting. But our requirement is I don't want to split the data even if we select any dimension. I want to get this total value. Okay, total value. How can we do that? Okay, suppose, so what is my requirement? Category I have it. Category wise sales is what? The total sum of sales can be filtered by the furniture, office supplies, technology. So the total value can be shared by these three categories. If we apply the analysis, okay, totals, row column grand total. This is the actual total value that can be aggregated by each dimension, each category, right? Furniture, office supplies, technology. Okay. Yeah. So we can be aggregated by each category. So here I want to get one more field that should be shown that the total value. I want to get a one measure that should be show that only this total value for all the three records. Furniture, you should be show the 2297,201. Office supplies, I want to show that 2297,201. Technology, I want to show that 2297,201. It should not be aggregated by this particular category. Okay, I want to show the total value here. I want to show the total value here. So how it is possible? That's we can go for use the Lvd functions. We can fix the measure. We can fix that measure into the whatever the dimension level you want it. Whatever the dimension level you want it. So let me go for see that analysis. Create calculated field. Okay, I want to say that is fixed calculation. So simple syntax would be there. Fixed. Excuse me. So the simple syntax I am writing like this. Okay. What it means? What it mean by what happens if I use the syntax like this? What happens? So the sales which we have it that can be fixed into the total value. What is the total value we have it? It will fix into this value. Okay, it will be fixed into this value. Okay, so this filter cannot, no filter cannot affect with a fixed value. Okay, so either if we have the context filter only in the filters order of execution, fixed will be fall next to the which filter? Where we can get that fixed function will execute. So you need to remember that extract data source level context filter. Next to the context filter, the fixed can be executed. Next to the context filter, fixed can be executed. Next to the context filter, the fixed calculation will execute. Okay, so if we have context filter that can affect this, other than that no filter can be changed this value. No filter can be changed this value. Apply. Okay, drag this value to next to the text and click on text table. Can we see that the total value is repeating? The furniture 7,42,000, the total value of these three. Office supplies, this one, the total value of this. Technologies, this value, total value of this. Okay, are you getting this? So even different categories are there. If sum of sales can be splitting into that. Each furniture wise sales how much, office supplies wise sales how much, technology wise sales how much. Whereas if I write a fixed calculation, it cannot be aggregated by the categories which we have. It will show the total value of it. It will show the total value of it. It will show the total value of it. What is the requirement of showing the total value here? If you want to calculate percentage of total, so this particular furniture, how much percentage on this value? Office supplies is how much percentage on this value? Technology is how much percentage on this value you want to calculate it. We require the total value. We require the total value. Okay. Let me go for show you that. So here I can go for show filter on category. Okay, if I select a furniture, office supplies. So furniture, office supplies data would be same. So furniture wise how much, office supplies. But this value should be cannot be changed based on your field. Cannot be changed based on your field. Right? So the value is fixed into the particular level. Okay. Similarly, you can go for it here. I have a subcategory wise sales. And the category also is there. Okay, I have a category, subcategory wise sales. Okay, analysis, show column grand totals. We have the column grand totals, we can get it here. Okay, subtotals also, I want to get the subtotals as well. Analysis, you can go for show, add subtotals. So what is the subtotal for furniture? 7,42,000, and office supplies 7,19,000, and technologies 8,36,000. These values, the total values, I want to get it in ender column, which can be shown for all the subcategories same value. This 7,42 can be repeated for this all subcategories. So how we can get that?
Hello.
Yeah, sorry. Can you hear me? So how can we get that? Same calculation we can take analysis, get calculated fully. Okay, we have the category wise sales. All right, I want to write the fixed calculation again here. Fixed. So which level of data we wanted? Which level of
Subcategory.
data?
Subcategory.
Category. Okay. I want to fix my sales category. Furniture wise total value I'm asking, right? Which is furniture wise rate? The total value for furniture. So fixed, we can mention the dimension level. We want to pick the value. Category level. Select the category. And sum of sales. Please mute it. Yeah, sales. Okay. So we can go for save it and close the parenthesis. So what happens? The sum of sales value can be fixed into the category level. Okay, it cannot be filtered by any other dimension. Apply. Okay. Drag this field. What are the calculation you return to the text? Can we see that now? Can you see it now? Clear this? So we can get that the sales value is furniture level total. Furniture level total. So office supplies level total. Technology level total, these values. Okay. So this is, we are fixing that particular measure into the dimension level. Category, now I return that category level. Similarly, what are the dimension level you wanted? You can go for write a fixed calculation. The measure always show that particular dimension level of data. The measure always show that particular dimension level of data. Fixed into the particular dimension level of data. Okay. So what is the scenario you can go for use this calculation? What is the, can you tell me that scenario? They will ask you that. Tell me the scenario where you can go for use this fixed calculation. Okay, I will show you that simple scenario. So show how we can get it. You need to try that. Okay, I have the subcategory wise sales. I have a subcategory wise sales. Okay, I can do that subcategory copy as well. Okay, I can go for show you this way. Sales and sales copy, we have both. On top of the sales copy, I can do the percentage of total. I can do the percentage of total. What it means? So each subcategory wise sales, this is a total each subcategory wise sales, and percentage of contribution to each subcategory. Okay, how much percentage you are contributing that. Okay, so I want to show that analysis total, show column grand total. So this is the total value, this is the total percentage. So in the total 100 percentage, accessories percentage of contribution 7 percentage, and chase percentage 14.30 percentage, like this. Okay, so suppose in this case I have show filter on subcategory. Then I can go for here, I can select it accessories. How much percentage we are getting? 100 percentage. But my requirement is this should not be changed. This should not be changed. The percentage should be shown on top of total value. So total value is almost 22,000 something, right? Always it should be fixed. I want to get this accessories 7.29 constantly. 7.29 I want to show that. Okay, on top of this value. Even if I change the filter values, I don't want to change this percentage. So how much we are getting here? 100 percentage. But my requirement is when I select this accessories, I want to get the 7.2 percentage something, whatever it is, 7.29 percentage. Okay, it should not be changed. So how can we achieve this? So accessories I selected, it's getting how much? 100 percentage. But what is my requirement? Suppose if I selected appliances, these two are sharing that 100 percentage, 60.88 and 39.12, total 100 percentage on top of this value. But my requirement is, so when I selected accessories and appliances, they should show this value 7.29, 4.68. How can we get that?
So we have to exclude the percentage.
We have to
exclude percentage.
Okay, how we can go for exclude percentage?
Again, exclude function we have to use again against the sales value.
Yeah, try to work on this today. Give me the solution tomorrow. If you don't get it, I will explain. Go with fixed or exclude, whatever you wanted. So, and we can go for see that remaining include and exclude tomorrow. Okay. This is a interview question, very regular interview question. They will ask you, can we explain me how we can get it? Okay.
Okay.
So once we completed Lvd, we can go with the table calculations. So table calculation is important. This is table calculation. And one more, I'm asking you one more thing. I want to get the max date from the date space. Using the Lvds, can we get that max date from some order date? I want to get that which is the max date. Okay, I mean to say that which is the last order date. I want to get that. Can we get it using Lvds? How we can get that? max order date and min order date. I want to get that max order date and min order date. So what is the min order date? 1/3/2018. Okay, max order date 12/30/2021. How we can get that? Try with the LOD function. Simple analysis. Go for calculated field. Max order date. What is the max order date?
Yes, sir.
12/30/2021. Okay, so they will ask you that how to identify that customer minimum order date. What is the first order the customer given? Okay, the first order, what are the customer you can take it? The first order given date, first minimum order date for that particular customer. These are also interview scenarios. Interview, they will ask you that what is the minimum order date for the particular customer. Okay, so particular customer, this you go with Erin Bergman. So he has that 3 orders. So among this, I want to get the minimum order date, first order date. What is the first order date? 2/18/2018, right? So how we can get that min order date? So here I want to be get that each customer wise minimum order date. That's why I'm taking that customer name here, customer dimension wise. Okay, min of order date you can take it. Each customer wise the minimum order date we need to be identified. Are you getting see that 280? And from this list, which is the minimum order date is 4/22/2018. Correct? From this list, you can see 7/27 is the minimum order date. So this is all those scenarios they will ask you to identify that. How we can identify the minimum order date, first order date of the customer. Same syntax you need to write it. Okay, same syntax you need to write it. Fixed on the customer name or customer ID, colon, min of order date. We can get that first order date of the particular customer. Okay, we want to calculate the max date from that. Max date from that given date, we can go for use that max of date. Okay, clear this? Yeah, try to work on this today. Tomorrow we can go for see that rest of the include and exclude functions and this scenario also. Try to work.
Can you hold for 5 minutes if possible?
Yeah, yeah.
1 second. I am opening one sheet. Where is that? Actually, yesterday I tried for personal the personal loan calculator, no, but no, I'm not getting exactly